Let's talk about some silent letters that you will not pronounce when you say these advanced words. Hey everyone, my name is Wes from interactiveenglishvideos.com, and the channel, it's all about helping you practice and improve your English. And today, it's a pronunciation lesson, but also a little bit of vocabulary, because I want to talk to you about 25 words, and I think these are more advanced words, and I want to teach you how to pronounce them, and all of them have a silent letter. So in this lesson, we are going to look at words that have silent letters at the beginning, in the middle, as well as at the end, and I am going to show you both the phonetic spelling as well as the IPA so that you can see the pronunciation. And I will also put the meaning of the word up there in case you want to build your vocabulary and the word is new for you. I'm going to say the word twice so you can hear my pronunciation, and feel free to repeat after me and actually practice your pronunciation. So let's begin with the letter W. Because, well, my name's Wes. Let's just start with the letter W. And often W may be a silent letter at the beginning of a word, especially when it's followed by the letter R, that WR combination. For example, we have the word wrangle. Wrangle. To wrangle. Sometimes if I put on a little weight, I may wrangle with my belt. Then we have wrench. Wrench. If you have tools in your home, there's a good possibility that you have a wrench. And then there's the word wretched. This is an adjective, wretched. Keep in mind this word has two syllables because that ed at the end is the second syllable, that id, wretched. Now let's look at the silent K, which is another letter that will often be silent at the beginning of a word, especially when it's followed by the letter N. So let's look at these three words. The first one is knuckle. Knuckle. Right here, your knuckles. Then we have the word not. Not. Same as like you're saying the negative. In this case, though, we're talking about a noun, and you may hear it being used with the verb tie, to tie a knot. Then we have the word knead. Knead. This is a verb, to knead, especially if you want to talk about clay or dough, to knead dough. Now let's look at a couple of words that begin with a silent P, and both of these words have three syllables. So the first one is pneumonia. Pneumonia. That stress is on that second syllable. Pneumonia. Then we have pseudonym. Pseudonym. The stress is on the first syllable this time. Pseudonym. And sometimes, if people write books, instead of using their real name, they will use a pseudonym. Okay, now let's move to the middle of the word, and let's begin with the letter C, because often you may find words that have a silent C in the middle of the word, especially when it comes after the letter S. So all of these words, you're going to see that SC combination. So let's begin with crescent. Crescent. It's a shape. I often think of the moon when I hear the word crescent. Next is fluorescent. Fluorescent. Stress is on that second syllable, fluorescent. And if you work in an office, chances are those may be fluorescent lights. Next is the word obscene. Obscene. Stress is on that second syllable, obscene. Then we have resuscitate. Resuscitate. Stress is on that second syllable, and this is a four-syllable word, resuscitate. And if you, for example, if you give someone mouth to mouth, you are trying to resuscitate this person. Let's move on to the letter T, a silent T that you will find in the middle of some words. Now, I'm going to go over four words. All of them have two syllables, and the stress is on the first syllable. So let's begin with mortgage. Mortgage. If you are thinking about buying a home, this is a word that you will probably need to know. Mortgage. Next is nestle. Nestle. To nestle. Cuddle close together. Sometimes people, animals, they like to nestle. Then we have hasten. Hasten. This is a verb, to hasten. And finally, we have moisten. Moisten. It's another verb. If you have a cloth or a napkin and you want to get it wet, then you may moisten the cloth or moisten the paper towel. Now let's talk about some words that have a silent letter at the end, and I'm talking about the letter B. And often this letter will be silent when it comes after the letter M, that MB combination. So let's start with this first word, which is catacomb. Catacomb. 3 syllables, stresses on that first syllable, catacomb. When I traveled to Paris, France, I visited the catacombs. Next is the word crumb. Crumb. When I eat cookies, sometimes I might get some crumbs on my shirt. All right. Then we have limb. Limb. I hope that you never break any of your limbs. Stay safe. And finally, the word womb. Womb. Keep in mind that O, it really has that ooh sound. Womb. We're going to talk about a silent T that you will find at the end of some words. So the first word that I want to pronounce for you is debut. Debut. I made my debut on this channel in, I think, 2017. Wow, it's been a while. Then we have the word gourmet. Gourmet. This is an adjective that you will find before some nouns like gourmet coffee. Next is the word rapport. Rapport. And you will hear people use this word and they may say someone has a good rapport with someone else, a good rapport. And finally, there's the word ricochet. Ricochet. 3 syllables, stresses on that third syllable, ricochet. And I know we're talking about silent letters at the end, but I now want to go to the end of the alphabet, and we're going to look at the letter Z, a silent Z, which comes in the middle of this word right here, rendezvous. It has 3 syllables. The stress is on that first syllable, rendezvous. And if people ever want to get together, they may rendezvous at a certain place. So I hope that this was helpful with your pronunciation if you want to say and pronounce any of these advanced words. And I also hope that you learn some new words as well. And remember, you can find this information down below in the description if you would like to review. If you enjoyed the lesson, please hit that like button. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.